This video is brought to you by CompPaintball.com. Comp Paintball was fed up with not having great products at great prices, so they started their own company. New products are added all the time, and free shipping is offered on select orders. So click the link below and enter the discount code How to Play Paintball, all lowercase, no spaces, while checking out to get a great discount on your order. Alright guys, so sorry for not having my new mic. I actually thought that it was going to be pouring today, so I didn't bring it out, but I wanted to still get out and show you guys some of my my kind of final thoughts on the NXL Texas layout. I'm just going to walk over here. There's some other games going on over there, and there's some bunkers that are kind of deflated a little bit here. But what I wanted to do was kind of go through some of the stuff that we had seen practicing against New York Extreme, as well as practicing Trade My Gun Outlaws. So it was a good practice, so thank you to those guys for jumping in with us. Also, if you guys are in Connecticut, this is a great field. All the turf is really awesome. I actually didn't slip or anything, so that was really good. But I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around and kind of walk through everything. Okay, so first things first, it's pretty important to have a guy in this back center because of how much you can actually shoot and stop the Dorito side. So you still have to be mindful. There's supposed to be a can there. They actually moved it over to the other field because it was the other one was deflated. But they can still shoot some stuff back. And then there are some blind shots. See, there's a Cake and an Aztec. Those guys can shoot back at you, but you can stop their movement over here. So you just want to make sure that if you need to, you can kind of push into the home and you're able to go ahead and shoot those guys and keep them from moving up. Now, once they're in the Dorito 2 and 3, it's going to be a little bit tough. Or actually, you can still kind of stop them here, but you pretty much just need to be dumping paint. I was coming out here with like 11 pods and just dumping paint the whole time. Coming up, let's do this. I'll go over to the Dorito side first, and then I'll walk over to the center and then the Snake side. So over here, again, sorry it's a little bit deflated, but that tower there, if you come out to this side, you can get here quicker than that guy can get there. So you can kind of shoot him and be able to deny their movement this way. I don't know how much I would really be posted inside this way, just because, well, I mean, you can still protect your guy in the center if you have someone up the center. So there's going to be some stuff where it's going to be kind of dependent on what happens. Looking this way, you want to be mindful of the center. Of course, anytime on any of the paintball fields, you want to be mindful of the center. But as you come out and run out to the Aztec, this was a bunker that we were able to make pretty consistently, as well as this one. And then the Dorito corner was one that was a little bit, I was able to make it, which was surprising because against damage, I really wasn't able to. So I don't know if maybe it was a paint thing or the bunkers were a little bit set up differently, or maybe I'm faster, so who knows. But I was able to make it out there. So here, this guy can get shot by the back center if they pull up super quick. So if you're in the back center, I'd shoot a couple balls. Let me walk back over here actually. I would shoot a couple balls right up over the top of those little W's. You can see the edge of the cake right there. Pull up real quick and shoot like 5 balls and then switch for the Dorito. Just because that way you might be able to kill that guy. I was able to kill one of the guys coming out to this cake before. Let me go out to this corner. So what's good with this corner is that you can shoot straight down the tape. What's also good is you can wrap on the home. There's supposed to be that can there. So this guy can kind of shoot and, oh no, I'm sorry. Well, both can do it, but this guy, we were having issues with one of the NYX guys shooting back at me from here, but I was able to kill him before, just shooting back. Most of the time they're going to be coming high, they're not really going to go low and shoot, so you can kind of, you know, drop paint over this way. So if you are this guy, you need to be mindful of that back center and also your mirror. But again, if you have someone in front of you already, and they're able to look inside. So if you maybe already have someone in the back center, that back center again is super important, but you can kind of shoot down the tape, and maybe even if you wanted to, you can kind of shoot the wrap if they're not past the cake there. A lot of the times when I was coming into the Dorito side, I would just bypass this Dorito 1 and just dive straight into the Dorito 2. You still need to be mindful of the center. Again, that back center is going to be able to shoot back at you. But this one, it's not the best spot to be at. You can't really do a whole lot. So you're really just gonna be battling to get into the next Dorito. Now this Maya temple, or this temple, sorry, this tower, we were using before, so you can use this as a way of, you can't really stop the Dorito side. I came here before last weekend and I realized right when I got here this was a stupid idea. You can't really stop anything, so I wouldn't have this guy posted unless they're stuck in that Aztec. Then you can come here because you're able to stand up and you're able to kind of roll off. If they kind of put you in, you can still shoot and shoot that guy. You want to be mindful of the snake, so the snake can shoot you and the corner can shoot you, as well as some this other wing in the center. So if you have someone in the center, you want to be careful of that. So you want to kind of push into the bunker. But yeah, this was one that we used. You can use it as a way of getting up into the brick, but I'll talk about the center a little bit more later. Coming to the Dorito side. So what's good here is you can kind of battle. Now this guy can keep you in. Actually, literally the last game that we played, I had to try to shoot this guy and there was another Dorito player, so I couldn't really just like post on this outside. I was kind of tucked into here, and that guy can just sit here and they can shoot. This gap is big enough that they're able to stop you there. You can shoot on the inside, and you want to make sure that you're checking off the brick as well as the other wing, just because that center is going to be able to shoot the inside gaps here. Moving up though, if you can keep pushing on this D side, it's good too, because that way you can start shooting when that tower is inflated, and if they're kind of looking over a little bit or if they're showing a little bit of their back, you can drop it in on them. The snake you want to be mindful of, because if they back up they can shoot you, but you can kind of just keep jumping. I was able to get up this D side pretty easily, so long as there wasn't a center, and you can put the home in. I mean, it wasn't super difficult to get up. So this D side you can get up kind of easy, and you can kind of push it, and yeah, so there's that there. Of course, if you get to their side of the field, it's going to be a lot easier to shoot people. If you get over to here, you probably should be winning this game. All right, so let's go to, I'll go over here. I'm going to go to the center. And I am so glad that it did not rain today. Well, I mean, it rained a little bit, but it's not terrible. So over here, you can kind of shut down the Dorito side a little bit from this wing, but it's not something that's going to be super effective. I don't know if I would stay here. I did stay here before, and it wasn't something that was going to be real good, because you're just kind of at a weird angle. Coming up over to these wings here. So one, you can kind of shoot at the snake. If they kind of back up a little bit, you can kind of shoot them there. Looking this way, you can do some damage on the Dorito side, but I would actually recommend to actually just come straight to this wing here. And again, you can kind of shoot the Dorito side, so maybe this could be a way that your home guy can now break out somewhere else, and you can stop the Dorito from moving up. And also, if you kind of stand up, you can shoot down on the snake here. But the better spot to do that from is from this brick. So this brick, because you can come here and kind of stand up and shoot down more on him, so that way you're able to shoot that snake there. There is a bounce off this pin. If I remember right, I think it's from both of these, you can do it. But they can bounce this, so you want to be mindful of that. But if the guy gets into the snake, you can kind of come here and just wait for him, or if he tries to crawl here, you're going to shoot him. So if they try to go to the snake 2 or 3, you're able to do that. On this side though, again, you can really shut down the Dorito side. So once you get here, just know though, if someone is here, you just need to go get them. This is a really good bunker, so this is one that you want to be mindful of. If I go to this other one, or actually let's go to this other little W first. So this is the one that I was telling you about, that the guy was able to stop me at. So if you're, I'll get down low so you can see it. So yeah, he was able just to post here and just waited for me out. It was a longer point. But yeah, it was one that was not the most fun, because I had to try to battle with him and just trust that my teammates were doing their jobs, because I couldn't really move. If I tried to move, he's going to shoot me on that, and he has time to be able to do that. You could try to shoot the snake a little bit, but I don't know how effective that would be, unless you're trying to bait that guy from the God bunker, from that can, going into the snake. I guess you could do that from here. Coming up to this brick. So you want to be mindful of the snake, but again, you can stop the snake guy from even being able to have a chance of moving in there. and if they're trying to fill out wide. So maybe you kill this guy first, you come here, and then you wait for this guy to go, and then you're able to shoot him on the way there. You want to be mindful though, because it is pretty easy to jump from wing to wing and then go to there. So if you get to here and you have a guy here, you can maybe kind of sneak a shot in on him, or you want to be mindful if you are going from those wings that there's a guy here that he can shoot you. So remember, everything that you can do to them, they can do the same shot back. Of course, coming here, they're not going to be able to move on the D side, so you're able to kind of shut that down. I don't think there's a bounce off this pin that can put this guy in. So if he's posted here, you are just gonna have to battle him, or your temple, if there is a guy here, might need to just come and get this guy. But it's not gonna be super easy to get here, because you can see how much it's pretty open to get up. Now, we did have one of our guys, one of the ways that you can get up is run up and then come up this way and dive in, and that was able to work. I was actually able to run, use the tower as a way to block me and go into the Dorito 3 there. So that can, I'm sorry, Dorito 3 is that one. Dive into there, and that was something that kind of freaked some people out. So that was good. Okay, and move over here now. Let's go to the snake side. And I know that this is deflated, but I'm gonna just kind of push it over a little bit. So I didn't really play this side. I did a little bit at practice. From here, you really can't do a lot to stop the snake. This isn't the best spot to be at. I was able to shoot one of our guys, against Outlaws, I think it was. They came up here, and I think I was able to kill the first guy. But yeah, it's not the best place to be at. At least this way you could shoot the cross, but you really want to be careful of that cape, because you have a longer run to get here than he has to get there, so he can get set up a lot quicker. So I'm not sure how long I would actually stay there for. Snake corner, and hopefully you can still hear me with all this. Snake corner is good because you can shoot down the tape of the snake, and since it is a snake that just goes straight down, you're able to just shoot that, and they're not going to be able to come down on the tape. If they do start shooting back at you, you do have a blind shot over onto the tower there, so you can drop some in, and just know that they can do the same thing back. And then you want to be careful of that god, and of course if there's a mirror, you're going to have to battle that guy. But it's important to have someone shooting down the tape, because of this guy, and we'll get into it in a second, the snake can scurry down if there's no one stopping them. Getting up to here, you really can't stop the snake at all. So if you're here and you're trying to stop the snake, you need to get into the snake, because they can just come all the way down and there's nothing that's going to stop them. So from here, you want to be mindful of the brick. If there's someone there waiting for you, they're just going to shoot you when you try to go in. So I think you can wrap and shoot this pin. So let's say I'm here and I'm shooting to keep the guy in the snake in, I can kind of wrap and shoot there, and that'll bounce in a little bit to maybe kill that guy, or at least freak him out enough that now I can wrap and shoot more directly at him. Inside shot, I mean, if you are trying to protect, like let's say you have a guy that's further up, you could use this as a way of protecting that guy. But, and again, I didn't really play snake side at all this weekend, so hopefully I'm not making any mistakes. But yeah, like, you can protect your guy in the center if they try to run through, but if they come this way, you're not going to see them until they come around this way. So unless they're trying to come over to your side, but your guy here might just need to be ready to trade, or if you have someone in this brick to shoot that way, they can protect each other. But let's get into the actual snake itself. And again, I didn't play the snake. I'm not playing snake for the Kings. I'll be playing on the Dorito side this event. But for the snake one, it's not really useful. So yes, you can kind of shoot at the home, but most of the time that home's going to be dedicated to the Dorito, and you can kind of shoot that tower. But a lot of it is just stay low and you can crawl up. So if you stay low and just stay on your gut, that's going to be the best way. So the tower can still kind of drop some shots in on you, but it's going to be something that if you show a little bit of your pack, you can see all those guys are right there and they can shoot you. That's how I got shot last weekend when I was trying to do some stuff in the snake, and literally I just had to stay flat on my stomach and just kind of crawl down. Now if they give you the chance, if that guy's dead, that guy's dead, and there's no one in the center, you can get on your gut and just keep crawling down, just go straight to their snake, and now you have a lot more shots. So you have a lot more options for that. All right, guys, so that's the video. Hopefully it helps you out. I'm going to be, if there's anything that I want to tweak at all, Wednesday we have a practice at Paintball Fit against Caribbean All-Stars, and then Thursday we have practice as well against NYX again, Scottsdale Elevation, and Ralph Boys, who play semi-pro. So we have a practice set with them. We might be doing another practice, but we got to figure that one out. But thank you, first of all, to NYX and Trade My Gun. Thank you guys for having us out. Thank you to Matt's Outback for being so awesome. It really is a good field. Like, the turf over here that we were playing on was awesome. It was, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of slick spots just because it was raining, but, I mean, they take care of it. Like, there's this machine. I don't know if I can get it in the shot. No, I can't. It's back over there. It's really cool. It's like this brush thing that they use to get all the paint out. I thought it was really good because I've also played on turf where it's super slick and you can't do anything. So it's definitely a nice field if you guys are looking to go and play. If you're looking just to screw around, they do have this like fort thing over there, and there's also some stuff down there. So that, it looked cool. It looked like it'd be a fun one to go and just screw around in. But yeah, thank you to Matt's Outback for that. I guess my closing thoughts, a lot of this, if you can kill 1 or 2 off the break, it's just normal paintball. It's gonna make life a lot easier. That Dorito side is gonna be, I think the Dorito and the center are gonna be the ones that do a lot of the damage on this field. I don't think the snake is gonna be as effective in being that game breaker. It seems like a lot of that is going to come from the center and the Dorito side, because the center can break open a lot of stuff. The Dorito side can kind of jump down the field. I mean, of course, yes, you can win from the snake, but I think, in my opinion, it's going to be a little bit better from the center and the Dorito side. So you might want to maybe have more people on that side of the field than, you know, doing like a 2-1-2 kind of situation. So just my opinion. But thank you guys for watching. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to get this video, so I had another one ready, but I'm going to edit this while I'm at the airport and then have that uploaded for you guys. Hopefully it's something that helps you guys out. If you are going to be in Texas, be sure to come and say hi. It was actually cool. I got to meet another viewer here that used to play pro, which is funny. And also there was another one that I had met on our first practice. So I'm sorry I didn't give you a shout out. I think it was Chaos was the team. You guys are playing at the SPL. So thank you for coming and saying hi. Yeah, so hopefully, again, this is something that helps you guys out if you're playing an event on this layout. And please say hi. If I seem kind of standoffish, I don't mean that. I'd like to be able to meet you guys. It's cool. But if I'm focused on going to go play or, you know, something like that, I don't mean to sound like a jerk. It's just, you know, I'm focusing on that. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking because this one's going to go long. Usually these are a little bit longer anyway. So I will see you guys in Texas. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.